be playing with my dolls forever and forever and forever.
Welcome back, Hoardlings, to another Game Hoarder production. Quite proud and pleased to present to you the 13th Doll, a fan-made game in the series of the 7th Guest in the 11th Hour. This LP is going to be dedicated to the one and only Drain, who provided the game to me. This will be the first game of hopefully many in our October Halloween Spooktacular series. Will we see the return of Elvira 2, the Jaws of Cerberus? I don't know. 2020 has been a fucked up year. I might make you wait another year for that one. Let's get started. I'm excited.
Old Man Stauff built a house and filled it with his toys. 7 guests arrived one night. Their screams the only noise. Blood inside the library. Blood right up the wall. Scurrying round the haunted house. My, the guests took deadly falls. But brave young Tad climbed the attic stairs. Facing many a fright, his sacrifice freed countless souls, released into the moonlit night. And while Tad's life perished with them, there's one thing you should know. Though he saved so many others, the house won't let him go.
We're going to be treated with some very nice quote-unquote FMV, if you will. Oh, shit. It's creepier than Chucky. Deepwood Sanitarium for the mentally fucked up. Which is most of you, if you're still watching my channel after 10 years. Trilobite. Thank you for letting us have this fan-made game.
"31 years I've worked at this asylum.
That was a long time. No wonder you want to retire.
I put in enough time. You know, I was a lot like you when I started here. Fresh out of med school, young, bright-eyed, naive. I had to prove something to the world. So what got you interested in the field of psychiatry?
It was my mother, actually. When I was 13, she started having these breakdowns. It's hard to watch. Really made me want to help people.
Well, take my advice. Do not follow my path. You don't want to waste years of your life on a bunch of hopeless patients.
Hopeless. You think these patients are...
Absolutely hopeless. Don't fool yourself. They're crazies. Every one of them. For example, this one, Tad Gorman. Now, young Tad is convinced that he's trapped in Old Man Stahl's haunted mansion. And he's having to relive the same night over and over and over again. It's absurd. Fortunately, he's not going to be visiting any haunted mansions anytime soon. You know, he's going to be staring at these padded walls for the rest of his life.
When can we see this patient?
Well, the nurses ordinarily handle the rounds, but since we're here, we can stop by and see exactly what I mean.
Oh, looks like he's asleep. We can come back another time.
Nonsense.
Evan, please. We should let him sleep.
You don't seem to understand. This is our show. We call the shots, not the patients. And don't call me Evan. It's Dr. Thornfield.
Dr. Thornfield, it can wait.
As you wish. You've got a lot to learn, boy. You can't just bend to the patient's whim. You're not going to last a minute here.
This game has 2 stories and 2 paths to peruse.
Tad?
No. No, not again.
Tad? Hello, Tad.
Why can't you just leave me alone? What do you want from me?
Oh, you know the answer to that, Tad. You left us all behind in that mansion. Abandoned us. Alone. Frightened. Helpless.
I'm sorry. What was I supposed to do? I was lucky to get out myself. I don't even know how I made it out of there alive.
Well, until you go back there, until you return to the Staff Mansion and make things right, I'll be coming to visit you.
I can't go back. I'm stuck here. I
Oh,
can't.
but that's not true, Tad. At this very moment, there's a new doctor roaming these halls. You can trust him. He'll help you leave this place. And then you can return to the mansion and finish what you started. First, I have something to show you.
Sweet, let's see it.
What is it?
Trust Dr. Richmond.
Dr. Richmond?
Well, this is your office right here, Dr. Richmond.
Oh, thank you. I'm anxious to put my studies to work here, particularly the use of modern technique and hypnosis if possible.
You don't seem to understand what I just told you. These patients cannot be cured. Medicate them, sedate them, isolate and restrain them if they don't conform. These are lost causes, Doctor. You need to understand this, or mark my words. You're gonna end up on the wrong side of these cell doors, strapped into a straitjacket. Good day.
All right, we're going to start off with Dr. Richmond first, and then we will go through Tad's story. Blue steel stare. Oh, whoa, check it out. Yeah. All right, I had to turn down the volume a little bit there. Holy shit!
Why would anyone put this here?
What's behind door number 1? Good Samaritan Hospital School of Nursing.
You must be Dr. Richmond. Marcus? Marcus Richmond?
Yes, but please call me Mark. Only my mother called me Marcus.
I'm Nurse Fulmer. Annabelle. Call me Annie.
Very nice to meet you.
I see you found it. That's an authentic Stoff puzzle. They were rare enough when he first created them, but they're even harder to find these days. They were all burned or destroyed.
Stop. Dr. Thornfield mentioned the name, but didn't say much.
Really? Must not have been much of a tour he gave you.
Let's just say we butted heads a little.
Old Evan has that effect on people.
Well, glad to hear I'm not the only one.
Oh no. And to tell you the truth, it's nice that the two of you didn't get along. I've only been here a few months, but long enough to know that I didn't always approve of his methods.
Well, I don't plan on continuing Dr. Thornfield's research. It's old and outdated, and I think the patients deserve better.
They do. Thornfield really didn't say much about Stoff?
No, barely even a word.
That's surprising. Virtually every patient here has been affected by that name.
Every single patient? I wouldn't even think that's possible.
Stoff was an entrepreneur. Built an empire designing dolls, toys, puzzles like that one. Then people started dying. The children who held the dolls, people who played the puzzles. They said the dolls, the toys were cursed, and then blamed Henry Stoff for those deaths.
That's absurd. I mean, that, not even possible.
This is an asylum for the mentally insane, remember?
You make a fair point. So whatever happened to old Stoff?
He built a mansion up north, then vanished. Haven't heard a word from him since.
Well, I'd skip town too if it meant someone was coming after me with torches and pitchforks.
It makes sense. Nevertheless, that's what we're dealing with. You'll hear a myriad of Stoff stories around here.
So, if I play this puzzle, will Stoff's curse get me?
At your own risk, Doctor. At your own risk. I'll leave you be then, before it gets me too.
All right. This must be contributors. Let's go ahead and get our subtitles kicked in here. Guess we don't necessarily have a save here.
This should be illuminating.
It's wonderful to see you're not letting your education get in the way of your ignorance.
That's how it's done.
Booyah! Starting us off nice and easy. And here's a paper turd for you.
Congratulations, my dear player, for solving this first of my special puzzles. Each puzzle will reveal to you a uniquely palpable piece. And when you've successfully solved all my clever puzzles, these pieces themselves will come together, unite, to combine and form my greatest work, the pinnacle creation of my career. I'll have only you to thank. So please, I implore you, do continue with all my mischievous challenges, collecting, if you can, each critical component, and then personally participating in celebration of my finest achievement, my magnum opus. I'll be hoping to meet you soon, dear friend. In the flesh, yours, Henry Stout.
In the flesh? Bizarre thing to say. I wonder if there are any more of these puzzles lying around here.
Oh, I assure you there are. Tad Gorman.
The patient from earlier. I wonder what's in his file.
The person needs to flip the X. The arrows change the paper's direction. The paper can be forced to continue unfolding in the same direction. This fucking soundtrack is super loud. Alright, we gotta move the man to the X by the mansion. He gets to flip twice, huh?
It's wonderful to see you're not letting your education get in the way of your ignorance.
That was easy part cheesy.
How could a patient be driven to such madness? And what about the rest of them? I gotta find a way to get inside their minds to see what makes them tick. It's the only way I'll understand. There's got to be a way.
Alright, we need to fix the volume here. They got it way fucked up. Music needs to chill. Music during dialogue volume. Yeah, okay.
Did you solve the puzzle?
I did. And I survived. Old stuff isn't gonna get me. Do you have any idea what this is?
Oh, yes. Dr. Thornfield took that away from patient Tad Gorman. Tad was obsessed with it, wouldn't stop clutching it. Thornfield believed that he'd be easier to deal with without it.
How are you supposed to build any rapport with a patient if you take away something he cherished so much? Not really a way to build any trust.
I like the way you think, Doctor. Tad is a special case here.
So I've been told. Have you been by to see him recently? He was asleep when I went earlier, and I'd like to meet him.
Come along. I'll introduce you. Good afternoon, Tad. How are you today? Tad, remember how we told you that Dr. Thornfield would be retiring? This is his replacement, Dr. Richmond. He will be the new head doctor at this facility.
Hello, Ted. It's nice to finally meet you.
Tad, I know that the conditions here haven't always been the best.
I take it you agree. Well, Tad, I plan to change that. To begin with, I believe I have something of yours. Does this belong to you?
I'll leave the two of you alone. I'll be right outside if you need anything, Doctor.
Okay. Thank you, nurse. Tad, I read your file. I know Dr. Thornfield likes to believe you will be here forever. I doubt that's much of a secret to you. I plan to prove him wrong, Tad. I want us to prove him wrong. I want to show everyone that you can be healed, that you can live a life outside of these walls. But first, I need you to trust me, Tad. Can you trust me?
I'm listening.
Well, that's a start. I'm led to believe that the Stoff Mansion is a great source of trauma for you. I believe without a doubt that the best course of action to cure said trauma is to revisit the site. What? It's better than breathing in the musty air here, wouldn't you say? Tomorrow we visit the Stoff Mansion.
I couldn't help but overhear what you said in there. Do you really think it's wise to take Tad out of this facility?
There's a new study in mental health therapy called exposure therapy. The idea is you take a patient and expose them to the source of their trauma. By doing so, they can take control of their emotions and learn to build new memories.
Allowing them to mentally redefine their traumas in a positive way?
Precisely.
I see the idea has merit, I do. But it's risky. What if something happened?
Well, isn't the risk worth the reward? Anna, this is the step we've been talking about. Step in the right direction. The impact it could have on Tad, he'd be happier, healthier.
This guy's making
Think
moves.
of the impact on the rest of the patient.
I see that, I do.
Sexual harassment in the workplace.
I need you to trust me, Anna. Do you trust me?
Don't patronize me. I trust you, I do. I have faith in you. This could be wonderful for Tad. I can't wait to see the outcome.
That's realistic as hell.
Nice to finally get out of there, huh?
Bah!
Stop the car, quick!
It's fucking demon sheep.
Did you see that? Tad, wait! Locked. Tad! Tad! Let me in! Don't do this, Tad! Guess I'll have to find another way in. One by one, everything will slide into place.
It's wonderful to see you're not letting your education get in the way of your ignorance.
Oh, okay. Click on the object and then where you want it to go. We need to get this hole opened, obviously, so that we can get in.
Your brain works just like new, since you never use it.
That's nice of you to say. Now, I have practiced all these puzzles before uploading them, but I'm still going to make mistakes.
I'd ask a penny for your thoughts, but I'd get change back.
Nothing can stop me now. There. Got it.
Alright, folks, it's going to wrap it up for this episode of the 13th Doll. This LP is dedicated to the drain. We'll see you soon with more 13 Doll. And happy October, everyone. The greatest month of the year, even in fucked up 2020.